Hi there. I want to share with you a little bit of information about the nutrition coaching that I now do here available through AFC. First of all, if you have not seen these flyers sitting out on the front desk, check them out, grab one. That's what I'm going to be explaining in this video, and you can get all the information that you could possibly need about this nutrition coaching program. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to email me. My email is all over the place, including at the top of this handout. So what this nutrition coaching is about is not me giving you a set of rules or foods that you can or cannot eat and you follow it and you're restricted in calories and you're restricted in exercise and drinks and all the other stuff. More so, this nutrition coaching is about me helping you through the process of developing better lifestyle and eating habits. So when you're a client or you are my coachee in nutrition coaching, first of all, you receive a ton of questionnaires from me, which just allows me to learn as much as I possibly can about you. And this has to do with your kitchen, your lifestyle habits, your job, your exercise history, your health history, anything that has to do with your interactions with friends, family, and anything else that you could possibly tell me that might help me decide on what type of lifestyle factors I might try to change or what little tweaks to your diet that we might try to attack first. The first goal that I have for you as a client is to figure out what your limiting factors are. And the biggest problem that people have is they might have a limiting factor of, let's say, I drink 6 cans of pop a day and I cannot get off this stuff, or whatever it might be. It could be a food too, or lack of exercise. If there's something that I think is really holding you back, that is what we're going to attack first, and it is going to be a slow and steady process, because if anybody knows, changing habits does not happen like that. It's not an overnight process. It's a slow and steady process, and that's my goal, is to help you change the habits that are kind of holding you back from reaching your goals. The next thing we do, after figuring out what some of your limiting factors are and getting into the swing of things, is basically a weekly meeting. Now, in the weekly meetings, we will go over what you had done the past week. If, for example, you really needed a food plan and I ended up giving you a food plan that is as laid out as you possibly wanted to, or we're just trying to attack your habits, along with our weekly meetings of going over that, which could take a half hour to an hour. It could be in person or phone conversation, either way. They're learning lessons on the bottom of these flyers, which is one thing that you will definitely want to look at if you're looking to learn something, which is what my goal is for my clients, that we'll go over every week. For example, lesson 1 is all about grocery shopping, navigating the store, finding superfoods, and reading food labels, which a lot of people have trouble with, as you probably know. A couple of the other lessons include going over your kitchen, talking about sugar, talking about healthy fats, talking about the difference between healthy fats and bad fats, of course, along with that. Fruits and vegetables intakes, protein intake, changing your diet, and the past of the North American or Western diet, if you have heard of that before. I like to compare that diet to the diet that you might have, and you can see how things that you are doing may be hurting or helping you. And then I also go over what my diet used to look like, which is one of my favorite parts to do with a client. And then I show you what I currently eat, and it kind of opens your eyes to see, wow, this is actually like a lot of work, but if I do it slow and steady, it's going to be a piece of cake after I get the hang of things. After we go through all the learning lessons, and there are 8 of them, after the learning lessons are over, after that, it is basically a guess and check process where if something's working for you, we stick with it. We might change something else to help you reach your goals a little bit quicker, whether that might be building muscle or losing weight. Or if they are not working, then we look back at what we had been trying to do before. We change one little thing at a time, maybe one habit, which could be drinking a glass of water extra per day until you can get the hang of that, and then adding on from there and there. And that goes for the same thing as things such as eating less junk food or drinking less pop or less coffee, or not adding too many extra ingredients into things that you might eat, like let's say oatmeal, if you have a bad habit of adding brown sugar, and whatever else you could possibly think of, like granola to oatmeal. I don't know why somebody would do that, but adding in extra things, I would be able to be there to give you ideas of what you might be able to do with those habits to make them a little bit healthier and help you in the long run. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching. I hope you may have at least learned a couple things, or answer some of the questions you might have on this whole deal. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is meierja8, that's MEIERJA8 at gmail.com. You can find my email, like I said, on the front desk. Take one of these flyers, read it over. If you have any questions, please let me know.